LLC. Yeah, we're up early. Well, early. I went to bed early and got up early. So, just getting some last minute things. We have to apply our label, our new label now to everything now. This is the new copyrighted label. As I told you before, the other labels we had on display are dummy labels because we couldn't show what the real label looked like until all the copyrights were actually official for the product. Whew, I'm telling you, I got to be up tomorrow morning. Actually, I'm already up already. This would be tomorrow morning. I'm going down to City Hall tomorrow. There's some paperwork I got to fill out. Will be for that incident that happened yesterday. We had a fellow by the name of Jamie Fernando Gonzalez on the Crow 1176 touched one of our copyrights. Decided to display the copyright as his own and making claims that it was his product now. Again, not a very intelligent person, doesn't know much about copyrights and how they work. Just because, as I said before, if someone's not using a copyrighted piece of material, it's still theirs at the end of the day. You don't have no right putting your hands on it, touching it, or making claim that it's yours without that person's consent or permission of using that particular piece of artwork, which we had registered with the U.S. government. So, like I said, before I go down the road of basically going in to go to court and taking care of things, I run everything past an attorney, and they let me give me the green light on whether or not my attorney contacted me already from the door and told me to go ahead. First things first, no, they will not be contacting you. They'll be contacting you when it's ready to go to court. That's when they'll contact you. Pretty much, you'll be getting a letter telling you've been served, and you have to make preparations to come down here to Pennsylvania to basically go to court for basically the charges are being brought up against you. That's what's going to happen. So that's what I'm going to be in the process of doing as soon as it's business hours of contacting a few other people on basically getting this up and going as fast as possible. That is the most boldest thing I've ever seen this fellow do. So we basically literally have more than what we need to go in and prosecute this individual, and that's what we're going to do. So everything I said, yeah, it's going to happen because, again, can't go around doing that. You can't touch people's copyrighted work and do whatever you think you want to do with it at the end of the day. On top of that, we can show proof that you've been slandering my company, which we have right there alone in the messaging of I'm calling us scammers, even writing scammer over top of my copyrighted logo, which again, we didn't give you permission. Keep in mind, for each time that logo pops up, that is going to be a fine of anywhere from $100 to $250,000 per offense. So we see it 2 times on the account. So you do the math from there, including, like I said, jail time. Because again, I guess he's going to learn the hard way. You can't touch copyrighted material. Just like we have here, more copyrighted materials. And we can basically go back and show, hey, look, this is our registration number. This has been filed by the U.S. government. It's legit. It's not a poor man copyright. It's actually legit. You can get in a lot of trouble for it. So we'll find out the hard way. Let me see what we have here. I want to put the logo here. Did I even center that? This doesn't even look like I centered it. Let me see right here. It wasn't centered. That's why I was way off. It did not look centered. All right. Putting our site back because our Christmas sale is just about over. Did I have something moving in back? I really don't remember what my site was when I was looking. Oh, I was working on it. I should know exactly what it was. Let me see. Have we got anything moving in the background? All right, we had this one here. I'm doing something in the background. I'm going to do that slow star system. I like that slow star system. I wonder what that would look like for the background. If I put that in there. Let's see. I'm doing something different for the website. Let me see. Upload. What upload me? We have files in here. Upload it. Where am I looking at my site files? I should be doing my site files. Where are my site files at here? Here we go. So just found out there's a special division I have to go to for copyright infringement. But as I said before, yeah, I'm definitely going to be pushing on this 100%. 100%. That is the first thing. I got some business to take care of this morning, but that is the first thing I will be addressing. Also, too, will be filing for small claims court. So there'll be two lawsuits coming at them. One for basically the copyright infringement, not copyright, batch number violation, which I'm going to definitely doing that tomorrow. Some good cranberry juice. And just as I told you before, we do have your address. So that's all we need. I want that slow background design. Where is that? The outer space. Oh, this is it. I'll take this one right here. Oh yeah, that looks real nice. I like that. That infinity outer space display. How far does this go down? Okay, and it stops off here. Oh yeah, I'll definitely take that. That looks pretty cool. Do I want to put a border on this? I think that, sorry, I'm going to put a border on this. Oh, there we go. That's finished. All right, now we got our background back in. I think I'm going to change out the other section too. On top of that, save this. Can I put that border back here for this background? I wonder. Change header. Can we change the header background? Change header design. Change header design. Change header design. Let me see for a minute. Can we alter and change it? No, we just have this. We do customization. Customization, border fill out. You can't do that. I wish we could do that. That'd be pretty cool. I would love to put that outer space infinity background for that. That would be pretty cool. So I am going to save this right here. This is perfect. OLED like projector screen paints. And as I said before, I'm not going to go back and forth. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. Today, when I get up around, I'm up right now. I'm going over to City Hall today. I'm going to file right away as soon as possible. As for the copyright, that's done. You're done on that one. You're definitely done. It basically, you outed yourself on so many levels. It's pretty bad. I'm definitely going to jump on that as soon as possible. As soon as possible. We got the New Year's Eve coming up. New Year coming up. I'm trying to get all this done before New Year's Eve pops up to get this paperwork started and start getting it filed as fast as possible. And I do have your address right here. So I will be going over to City Hall today, which is not too far from me. It's right around the corner from me. I'm gonna go get all that taken care of. Where I need to file for small claims court, and I also need to file with another place. I forgot what it is. There's another area in City Hall, basically for I guess this is for civil court, for basically for the copyrights. And this is your address. Now, keep in mind, I hope this is your correct address, because if it isn't, I mean, they're going to follow it in there anyway. It's right there. But I'm pretty sure it is your correct address. We know it is. But if you decide that you want to ignore this as if it's not going to happen, you automatically forfeit, which means I will win this automatically. I'm going to win anyway. It doesn't make a difference. But if you decide to ignore the court order, we automatically win. No doubt about it. It means we can ask for anything we want in there. So you're going to lose either way. So get your plane tickets ready. You're popping over. As I said before, we're following this as fast as possible. I'm not going to play around. I told you, this year we're not playing around with people. And anybody else we found that's been using our logos without our permission, been carrying on and acting up like this individual, will be coming for you. I'm going to use him as an example to show you what's going to happen to you when we get our hands on you. Let me see what we want to put here. I want to come out of here. This is already saved. I want to come out here to my next page. Go into, no, we don't need shipping. Oh, no, it's in the shop. It's in the shop. It's in the black shop. All right, well, I'll show you my documents when we're done. When we come out of filing what we got to file. I do have your phone number too. He did contact us, so we do have his phone number too. Also, top of that, we do have that. So we have everything we need here to begin the process, the paperwork, get it all done. I'll see you in court soon, very, very soon. You can have your attorney always reach out to me with no problem. Like I said, my attorneys won't be reaching out to you. You'll get documents from us. That's what you'll receive. I also do got to track down the cease and desist order that we sent out to you also. On top of that. You think you're going to touch my copyright and get away with it? Oh, heck no. No. That is not going to happen. Definitely, you crossed the line there big time. I mean, I let a lot of things go. I try to turn the other cheek, but you're touching my artwork at the end of the day. Now, we're definitely going to court for that. We are definitely going to court for that. And judging by the constant rants that we received in our accounts for our company, yeah, he is definitely scared to death. As we know from the door, one of the pictures were missing. It was a picture that said my company over top of it. He claimed it was his company or his logo, and that went missing. We already know from the door that he's known that when he gets caught, he covers his tracks. But don't worry, we'll get you taken care of. I am definitely going to get you taken care of. Let me see what we need to do from here. I'm going to take this out and change all this back over to where it was at. And I think I'm going to go in and put in the star field. I'm going to do the star field for back here too. I like the way that looks. That star field looks pretty nice. Well, I've seen some people do some, well, they do some pretty dumb stuff. No doubt about it, they do some pretty dumb stuff. I was discussing this with some of my friends. They were just like, they think he's, well, yeah, a lot of people think he may be a little slow in the brain, because I don't know how in the world anyone thought you're going to use tamper with somebody's copyrighted material, and you think for a minute that because we don't use it anymore, it's not protected. Oh, it is protected. Oh, gee whiz. Yeah, there are people out there literally that dumb. Let's see, I want to change my background over to that star field. Let's see. Background change. I mean, a good year for you. Got products matching house paint. Can't back up your product. Your products are a complete scam, which you've seen already on the website. It's matching house paint left and right. And still trying to pass this product off as a product that's legit. Now you got these copyright charges coming up on top of you pretty soon. Gee whiz. Let me see. Where is my work at? Okay, it should be here. Pass this one. Here we go. This one here. I want this one. Maybe I should just leave this black. I'm gonna leave this black and then put the infinity. That's the black shop. I'm gonna leave the black shop black. I'm gonna change the bottom to the infinity stars. So I'm gonna keep this black right there. And then I'm going to go and change this down here to the infinity stars. Let me see. Is this right here? Nope. Change background. There we go. I'll take the infinity stars for the background for this. Yeah, it looks real nice. Save that. Alright, that's all done. Oh, I'm going to change out the ribbons. Put those back to where they were. Alright, let me see. Settings. Okay, I know what you gotta do. We gotta save the page. We'll save it. Publish it. And reset it. So get to the option. I need to change this out to white. And let me see over here. Let's see. Page. Go back to that menu. Manage settings, layout, design. See, ribbon. Here we go. That's the ribbon. I'm going to change this out to white. And we're going to change this out to black. Black. Custom. There we go. Perfect. What is my header for these? What are these coming in at? That's the border. Why is the border in this? No. I don't want the border in that. It's definitely going to be in black. Alright, that's the design. Insert text out of stock. Text. Load page, design, filter in text. Custom paragraph. Paragraph is what? Paragraph 2 is in white, out of stock. Can we change this? I don't like that. I want it to be in my own font. There we go. That looks better. Change over to what I want. The breakdown. What is the breakdown? Let's change the font for the breakdown. Okay, breakdown has got to be breakdown paragraph 2, custom, name and color front. There we go. That's what I was looking for. That's the way I want it. That's the breakdown. So that's what it means by the breakdown. Breakdown and border, and that's the price breakdown. That's how it's supposed to look. Oh, that's pretty hot. That's hot. I like that. Yeah, it looks nice. Wait, can I do my wait, what's the font for this? Oh, okay. Oh, no, the Black Series has that one in it. Okay, I got it. That's the Black Series that has that. So this has to be changed. All right, let me go to the Manage Product category. Let's go here. I'm gonna change that. Let's go to Design. The setting. Oh, that's not right there. We'll take that up. We don't need that. That's doing too much. Setting. Product name. Let's change it over to where we had it at before. So it applies to the 57. Let me see, 57. So to file, we need address, first name, and last name. We got you right there. I got your email address too, and I got your phone number. Also got your work phone number. We know where you work at. We got everything on you. I got everything I need. Let's see. 9 o'clock, City Hall will be opening up. I'm going there and file. I got my take my debit card, spend what I got to spend and get it done. That's for small claims court. That's for the violation of the batch number. Civil rights will be a civil rights lawsuit. So I got to go to civil court for that one. My attorneys will be involved in that one because I have to have an attorney. You can't go to civil court without an attorney. So they'll be involved in that. They won't be contacting you. Like I said, you'll receive a letter in the mail telling you that you're actually being arraigned to go to court. That's what's going to happen. If you choose to ignore it, that's your problem at the end of the day, not mine. So I would advise you get some airline tickets and pop over here to PA because, yeah, you got to come up. I can't, like I said, we've been talking about that. When I came off camera, I was talking about that with my family and everybody else, and they were like, is he slow? They really think you're slow. You might be to get off on that if you can convince them that you have some kind of mental issue or some kind of something in the day, but I don't think that's going to help you. But they really do think you're slow. I don't know who's dumb enough to do dumb stuff like that. That's I'd be an idiot if I didn't jump on this. I'd be a complete idiot. There's clear and present evidence right there. And even though someone says somebody had the nerve, he tried to send some dumb information to our accounts over on our Wix account, trying to pose that he was an attorney was contacting us. We kept asking him what law firm they were from. They didn't reply back. So you know, it's the same nonsense he went through with the guy in the backyard nonsense. But I'm not going to at the end, usually when it comes to filing these charges against Jamie, the reason why Jamie hasn't been prosecuted is because I tried to, at the end of the day, to try to turn the other cheek. But this I can't do. There's no way in the world. I'd be an idiot. I'm definitely going to follow doing this. I cannot wait until 9 o'clock hits because I'm going right down to City Hall and get this taken care of right now. As fast as possible. My attorneys are already working on it as we speak. All the information, everything was submitted over to him. And then off camera, he had the nerve to put scammer underneath the logo. We never gave you permission. You didn't come to me and say, hey, look, I'm going to use your logo for so-and-so. I didn't give you that permission. And that's automatically infringements of my copyrights. So we knew automatically that he knew he was in trouble because one of them went missing. There were two logos that popped up and one said my logo on it. That's the one that's going to get you in the most trouble because that's you actually admitting that you're taking that logo for your own personal use. And you're talking to the owner of that logo who designed it, who basically submitted the copyright. You're having a conversation with the owner of that company, which is me, telling me you're going to take my logo and it's yours. And that's why that particular one went missing. We're looking through it like it's not there. But we have it because I take pictures. The minute something happens, I take pictures right away. This is something I learned about this individual. We have a history now that when we go to court, that you have a history of slandering my company. Even in the chat where we're recording it, took pictures of it, we can clearly see in there where you're just carrying on and acting up. you feel you can do whatever you want to do. Now, mind you, you're going to have to explain this in court. Everything you just wrote in that little box over there, you're going to have to explain it in court. We already gave Wix an option. My attorney's already contacted the legal department. That's why they were addressing the issue. They got two options. They remove or get sued. Either way, I'm happy either way. You can't go around touching people's stuff and do what you want to do with it. He thought, honestly, he thought by saying that it's old, he can do whatever he wants to do. No, you can't. Just like the Frankenstein, the logo you had attached to your containers, you're not supposed to do that. You can still be sued for that because you owe Universal Studios, whoever owns the right to Frankenstein now, because it's been transferred from here to there, you owe them money. Anytime you sold an item with that Frankenstein logo on it, the face of Frankenstein, you have to pay royalties to the people who actually own the rights to that particular picture and copyrights. That's why you notice it's not on the cans anymore, right? That's why. He just touches people's stuff and you can get away with it. None of your stuff has copyrights. We checked. None of your stuff has copyrights underneath of it. Let me see. We put that under... And he literally thought in his head that, oh, they don't use it anymore, which we're not using anymore. I can go tamper with it. No, you can't. I don't know why you don't know this. If you're a person supposed to know business, you should know copyright laws. Well, definitely you should know that, just in case if you trip over somebody else's copyrights in the process. And a copyright, and you can go look it up for yourself. Anybody can look it up for yourself. You think I'm lying here? Crack a book. And you will find out that copyright is good for 70 years, or as long as the author is still alive. And after the author passes off the earth, then it's another 70 years until you can actually get rights to that. Or less the people who basically are the ones that are taking care of, I guess, whoever's next in line or whoever's wife or whoever it could be, who has the right to make those decisions on what goes on with that particular form of copyright, and they can sell that or whatever they want to do with it, but they have to have the rights to it to do it. They take that extremely serious. That's considered to be a federal offense. That's why we have to go to civil court. So you're going to start the new year off extremely on a bad situation, a very bad situation. He's going to pay a lot of money. He doesn't have the money. We know he doesn't have the money. They don't care. The courts don't care about that crap if you don't have the money. They really don't. He's going to, what they're going to do is they're going to give him some kind of payment where he has to make a certain amount of money every month, every week. It depends on what we want or what we can get out of him. And then they'll go freeze his banking account to liquidate assets. We do right from the door. We go in and we actually request it, and request that right from the door. If in the judgment, you can request to basically go through his banking accounts, income taxes coming up, right? Yeah, all that at the end of the day, everything. If he owns a car, they can take that. Anything inside of his home that if he owns, they can go take that. And then, like I said, it's brutal. And it doesn't make a difference if it belongs to him, her, or the kids. They take everything. You owe money. You have to pay that back. Now, that's our lawsuit. There is another one that pops up with the U.S. government. That's different. They also, now that's me suing them, because you touched the copyright. They have their own rules and regulations also, and theirs involves jail time for touching the copyright. So there's two individuals you have to deal with now. My attorneys, and you have to deal with the people who we filed that paperwork under that protects us. They have their own criminal investigation, and the FBI is involved in that. So if you have somebody knock on your door in a black suit under FBI with ID, that's why. You have to deal with them. Theirs is a little different. Theirs is another $250,000 fine and prison time from the door. Now, mind you, this is the reason why we did the cease and desist order. Well, I said that wrong. I do apologize, but we put that out there is because we can go to the judge, and if he tries to plead in court and say, hey, look, I don't know about this. This is the first time I heard about this. You know, my first offense. No, we can show that we basically sent out a court document to the individual letting him know to back down, or this is what's going to happen. And in that order that we sent to him, there involves copyright infringements, which we put up there crystal clear. You violated that. So it clearly shows we did tell you that this was going to happen and you ignored it, which means that gets thrown out of court. You'll claim that first time offender. Now, mind you, you used to copyright it twice. We saw the first, actually 3 times. We saw the first one that popped up where you said was your logo. We saw the second one that popped up where you said this old thing, and another one that popped up that said scammer on over top of it. Do you know that that's per each offense? So we can actually file. When we file, they will basically bring up the 250,000 per each copyright offense. Every time you use it, that's a different offense. He got himself in some real serious trouble. So the big question is, they're going to ask you, did you have my permission to touch my artwork or my copyrighted material? That's what they're going to ask you. You can't say yes because you don't have any written consent, anything from me saying, hey, I give you full permission, so and so and so, and sign my name to it. You don't have anything like that. So since you don't have it, and I got proof this is off your website now is under investigation for copyright. Is all we need. We don't care whether or not, if Wix doesn't remove you, we sue them. Doesn't make a difference to us. Either way, someone's going to get hit. But we can show that we did inform that this was going on. This is one of their policies. Reason why we informed Wix, because if Wix decides to drag their feet on this and they don't do anything about this, we can clearly show when we bring them to court that we did inform them that this was happening. This is the evidence we presented. After we win the case with Jamie, we will file another lawsuit against Wix, and we'll win that lawsuit because we can clearly show this company right here. We went out against them. Remind you, when this happens, I will no longer be with Wix. I own my domain name, so I'll be transferring over to GoDaddy because Wix is going to go through some issues, and pretty much they're not going to like it, the fact that I'm going to be using their website after I file a lawsuit against them. So I already got plans already set up at GoDaddy already. Always think ahead. So with that being said, that I make sure that before I go into court, I can show enough evidence that I did make the effort to do this, and do that, and do that, because I don't leave any gray areas in court. So we can clearly show that after we win our lawsuit with Fernando and we sue him, we'll go after Wix. Wix has a certain amount of time to remove the site, which will have a court order to remove it. If they don't do so, we file a lawsuit against them. And we can clearly show in the emails that we received from them. That's why I talked to them first, because we can show in the emails when we had conversations with them that we clearly submitted information. We submitted documents to this guy violating our copyrights. And we can show that Wix actually responded back, acknowledging that they are fully aware that what's going on. And that the fact that they have not removed this website altogether, then we can go in and file a lawsuit. That's how you do it, people. You don't just go in and go, oh, we're just going to slam them with a lawsuit. No, you have to give them enough time to basically try to correct the problem. And if they don't correct the problem, then you have evidence to go in court to use against them. That, look, we did contact them. We did let them know, because the first thing I say in court is, did you, Mr. Burke, contact them at any time, letting them know that this was happening before you file the lawsuit? And I can clearly say, yes, we do. This is a document we have from here with the confirmation number, clearly showing that Wix was fully aware that what had happened on their platform and refused to remove the website that basically violated our copyright. I know, trust me, I've taken people to court. I've done this. I've done this so many times, it's not even funny. We give you, that's what I said, the whole term is we give you a long enough rope to hang yourself. If you decide you want to hold on to the rope, I'll be the one to kick the chair for you. I'll help you. So, for their sake, and Wix is a big corporation, I hope they don't remove this website, because I'm looking forward to suing them. Let's see what happens. As a matter of fact, I think, let's see, we'll find out. I'll have because I can't find out, I'll find out with my attorneys, what is their guideline. I'm going to read through their copyright policy on their website tonight. I want to know how long does it take, and within their, because I have to follow everything within their guidelines on how long it takes for them to remove an account once it's basically been found guilty of copyright infringements, because we have to follow within that guideline. So if they have like 4 weeks, it takes them to go through investigation. We have to literally wait 4 weeks for that to go through. Then we'll file another one against them, ask them to request again. The more requests, I only need 3 requests. The more requests that I show that I basically contacted them over and over again, and the more reference numbers we receive, even though they broke their own policy because it was supposed to be taken care of within the 4-week timeline. Just saying, if it's their policy, we can go to court and say, look, we contacted Wix 3 times in a row. It says right here in their policy that it takes this amount of time to basically extinguish this situation, and they did nothing at all. And we contacted them 3 times. We can hit them even harder because there's no way they can get out of it. They can't go to court. What are they going to say? Well, it's your own policy. You wrote it. So you had it within a timeline. You had the evidence there to remove the site, and you chose not to. Yeah. Easy lawsuit. And that's going to be a couple $1 million, by the way, if they screw up. So they better get it right, because I'm going to sue them for a ton of money. And they got the money to pay it. So we gave you enough time. Just like Jamie. Jamie, we gave plenty of time for him to basically go in a different direction. And he chose not to. He's bold. Well, that's the end of that. Well, going right down. I can't wait until 9 o'clock hits. I'm going right down to City Hall and file. Let me see. We put this on. We're going to change this over because this is for the other site. Now, once I get done with Jamie, Solid Wake 5, my sites will be on you next. You got caught with basically committing fraud against my company, did you not? And you did use my logo and the fake receipt, because we saw it when we did the breakdown of the video. We got screenshots of everything. You're an easy case. You're open and shut. I'm not going to wait 2 to 3 years. We're going to get all these filed and knocked out of the way for January. Get everything knocked down, done. I'll be coming for you next. I got to hire an investigator to figure out where your whereabouts are. You shouldn't be hard to find. And then Partey, guess what? You're next. You know why, Danny boy? It is against the law to use anyone's photo to slander it online. That is against the law. You can be sued for that for a ton of money. Can't do that. And we have documentation of, we dub all your stuff. You do know that. We go into your account, so we dub all your stuff. Anything that has anything to do with calling me a scammer and taking my images, yeah. Jamie, also too, we're gonna be filing against you for that one too. That's another lawsuit that's coming up. But Danny, you did have a habit of doing that all the time on your site. So 2 things are gonna happen with that. We also will be filing another lawsuit against YouTube, because YouTube basically allowed you guys to go in and basically use your platform to abuse our company. So they have an option too to remove you permanently. Oh, forget it. We're just suing them. Period. I don't care if you guys are or not. We're just going to sue them. I don't like YouTube anyway. I couldn't care less about that. I'm going to blatantly just sue them. We stacked up all that evidence on how many years you guys were doing that. And we did file complaints to YouTube, and YouTube did ignore. So, yeah, thank you for that. This is going to be a good year for us. We're going to clean up. Good guys, you guys are idiots. Nope, can't do that. Can't take someone's picture and post it any way you want. That's why it's called a consent form. If you gentlemen know anything about that, you have to have someone's permission in order to do that. Now, you can sit there and say, well, in Jamie's video, we show his picture all the time. That's his video. We actually made the video. We don't put anything in the video. We don't add anything to it. We don't take his picture and add meme. We don't do any of that stuff. The minute you take someone's image and you add it like a meme, you add stuff to it, that's considered to be slander. You'd be sued for that. Can't do that. Hope you guys ain't planning to retire no time soon, because you're going to have to work to be able to feed your families and eat. Because, again, I'm brutal in court. I'm sorry. I don't care if people don't like it or not. This is what you're going to be dealing with. I'm a different person. Outside, I try to be a different person. But when we go to court, it's a different area. There's no mercy area in there. I couldn't care less about your situation. I don't care about your life. Don't care about whether or not you have the money to feed this, that, and the other. Don't care. It doesn't mean nothing to me when I walk in that courtroom. It's all business when I walk in there. You're going to have your kids sitting back there. Don't care. It's business. You cross the line with me. You don't do that. I gave you plenty of time to not end up in that situation in court with me. You put yourself in that situation. You're grown men and women, or whoever is women involved, but you're grown men. At the end of the day, you know the difference between doing the right thing and the wrong thing. So I hear people beg in court. I hear people apologize in court, all kinds of stuff. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a lot of apologies from you guys in court. Definitely going to get a lot of apologies from you in court. Asking me to back down. But it's too late. I gave you the opportunity. It's gone. Ugh. Now, again, the reason why you won't get an attorney to fight your case, because it's the amount of evidence that's against you. No attorney's going to touch you at all, period. Unless they're desperate to lose. But other than that, no, they're not going to touch you. They're going to tell you right from the door, if this person does have this evidence that he says he does, you need to work out some kind of plea deal with us. And we're not taking any plea deals or no bargain. I want what I want when I walk in that courtroom, and I'm getting what I want when I leave. Now, Silent Wake 5, how scared was he? Silent Wake 5 started deleting videos off his account. The minute he got busted, the minute he heard me say, oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to see you in court, what did he start doing? He started deleting the videos off his account as fast as possible so he can get caught. The sad thing about that, well, not for the sad thing, funny thing about it, we actually had that on recording of him trying to remove the videos off his account. Every time we go in and we actually go in and we, what do you call it, refresh the page, a video disappears. So it shows that he's slowly checking out his videos as fast as possible to try to erase as much evidence as possible. But too late, we got your face on the thumbnail right next to the fake receipts. That's considered to be fraud. Is there jail time for fraud? Let me see something for a minute. What is this jail time for being convicted of fraud? 20 years. We got that kind of evidence on you. It's about 20 years. Guys are stupid. Never seen anything that done. Silent Wake, I'm going to laugh in court. I'm going to try to keep it professional, but that is going to be a pretty good one. That's going to be the easiest one ever. Now, if you don't know anything about the fellow Silent Wake, I'm working on my site here. Silent Wake was a fellow who went and committed fraud against our company. He basically went in and faked unboxing against our products and started spreading rumors that our products were fakes and we were scammers. At the end of the day, we were stealing from people. He was making it look like he was actually going to our website and he was actually purchasing our products to do these fake YouTube videos against our company. Gee whiz, when I say it out loud like that, it's pretty bad, isn't it? It's gonna be even worse when we go to court. Dude, we might get jail time out of this. I hope you got your skills. We got some problems in jail. Anyway, so not only does this individual dumb enough, we're talking about self-snitching to the level, but he literally in the thumbnail took the pictures next to the fake receipts next to his face. So we were able to break down the video while we were in a conversation with this fellow in a live stream, and we were able to see that when we slowed down the video, you can see not only did he have the wrong company email, but he also too had an email that didn't even exist on Hotmail, and they will look that up. They'll type all that in. We'll even advise them type that in. It's all fake. So he basically went and committed fraud against our company, slandered our company, and at the end of the day, we got your YouTube videos. By the way, YouTube videos you got rid of. We will have those too, showing that he basically was posting these videos on YouTube using their platform to slander our company with fake unboxings. Yeah, even down to basically printing out fake post office receipts, the whole 9 yards. That's not going to go well for you in court. So I'm looking to take everything from you too. And also too, in the fake receipts, there is a copy of my logo right there in there. Didn't give you permission. So that's another a lawsuit I'm going to be filing against you too. Also too, with copyright infringements. I think Partey may have, I'm going to look into his account tonight. I think he has some of our copyrighted material posted onto his page. So we'll be going at him too on top of that. I need to get all this stuff done before I start the new year. Or we'll be into the new year. We'll be going to court. That won't be long. All right, let me see what we need to do here. I am done here. Right here. Let me see. I'm going to change this out because it's only for the other one. that one. And this is the reason why when I sit there and tell you people at the end of the day, make sure your stuff is locked in, because you have jerks like this at the end of the day that don't know how to keep their hands to themselves. So yeah. Now, as I'm making statements about the Better Business Bureau, this is what you don't understand about the Better Business Bureau. You can file the complaints you want. The first thing the Better Business Bureau is going to look up and see how many complaints that we have that was basically filed to them. We don't have any at all, period. As a matter of fact, if you even look at my record that I have on my PayPal account, I can clearly show you that we have very little, probably about 2 or 3 returns, and that's basically about it. And we sell a lot of paint. So no, we don't have any problems at all. I don't come up anywhere in the Better Business Bureau at all, period. As a matter of fact, I'm actually filing to get that BBB on my website, due to the fact that they want things they want from us. They were asking for the LLC, they were asking for my business license, also 2 tax information, stuff like that, to show that my company is officially registered. I know for a fact that you guys can't do that because you're not registered. Neither one of y'all pay taxes. We know that from the door. So you got a lot of things to worry about. We're going to be going to court pretty soon now for the copyright. Jeff definitely be Jane with the copyrights. The rest of you will follow behind him. I did push forward on the mail fraud. I went forward and did that paperwork. My sister pretty much knows a lot of that information, so she's going to help me out with the paperwork. I was kind of stumped on a few things, and she helped me out with that document right there. And then after that, consider the fact that neither one of you have paid taxes at all, not a dime to Uncle Sam. And you've already been reported. I have a friend of mine who works for the IRS. I did report your websites. So they're going to know exactly where their money's at. This is not going to be a good month for any of y'all. So, reporting me to the Better Business Bureau. Big deal. I'm actually getting one of their BBBs on the side of my page pretty soon. Let me see. Did we change this over? All right, yeah, all that changed over. All right, I'll leave the rest the same. I just want to change it. What about the outer stock? The outer stock, I'm going to change that one too. This one's changed over. Let me get the outer stock on there. Can't even apply. You can't even get a BBB logo, Better Business logo on your site because you're missing stuff. You don't even have a license. That's another violation. How the freak are you selling anything and you don't have a license? Let me see. Even PayPal requests your taxes. Let me see. Where is that? It's the sales. The sales out of stock. That's the ribbon. That's the quick right there. That's the breakdown. Is that the breakdown? That's not the breakdown. One of these is, let me see what this is. All right, let's go with this one right here. Okay. Now, I'm done talking about this copyright thing. I'll get the lawyers to take care of that because that's what we pay them to do. Other than that, gentlemen, we're getting back to taxes. 31st is your fiscal year, so when you have to basically report your taxes. It's going to be hard to report your taxes when you're missing a lot of taxes in between A and B. The reason why you can't apply for the EIN number, because the first thing they're going to ask for is when did your company start? So they're going to go from where your company started from where you are now. If you're just now paying taxes now and there's this huge gap in between, they're going to know what happened in between that timeline and where's their money at. Can't apply for an LLC because the LLC requires the EIN number to do that. Can't get the license because the license also requires the not the LLC. It requires a DBA, and if DBA definitely asks for an EIN number, both of them go back and forth asking for that same document. Now, if you're going to tell me at the end of the day, I know what I'm talking about. My LegalZoom account shows you I know what I'm talking about. I got active accounts on there. Actually, all my licenses are being basically reviewed already. They're active. They're paid for. They're done. You can't show us anything like that because you can't apply for any of that because you haven't paid any taxes. So how are you going to explain to them that you were making money and you've been selling a product, but you haven't been paying them their share? Which means you're going to get audited. That's what's going to happen. And audited means jail time too. Gee whiz, man, you guys are definitely going to get jail time. Let me see. We want to change this out to, there we go. Look at that. I think they should ask for that. I think any time or any website before you can apply for a site should ask for proper paperwork. They should ask for tax information. Can't get a bank loan. There's no way we can get that. So I know if you on a line, if you come on your line, you say you don't get a bank loan. Bank loan requires tax information. Even if you basically apply for a house or anything you apply for in the day, and you say you're self-employed, you have to show proof of some kind of tax records. Let me see. How do you think I was able to rent all those different houses I was living in? The reason why I could rent all those different houses is because when I tell them to ask for proof of income, you have to have more than showing them your PayPal and how much money is being transferred. You have to show more than that. They want to see that you basically have a legitimate real business, which means they're going to require certain documents to show that your company is legit. eBay is not going to help you. That account won't help you. Just let you know, people. Unless you have, no. If you have legitimate eBay account, basically, and you have all those documents, some people talk about eBay on large quantum, so they do have big businesses that do run on eBay. You just have to have that paperwork. So I apologize about that one, but you have to have that paperwork. They will ask for your tax records. And anytime I rented a house out under Crystal Edge, when I had that company at the time, in order for me to basically show the income that I had to be to pay for the house, if a house is $1,500, if it's $2,000 per month, then you have to make sure that you can pay 3 times the amount of that in that month. So I have to show my gross income of what I'm making per month, and I have to show exactly the history that my company is legit. And they're going to ask for tax records. You don't have any tax records because I can go in and find out whether or not you haven't paid any taxes or not. Well, my friend found it out. You haven't paid anything. So you committed tax fraud. You stole. Let's get that one. That one's done. And that reminds me too, I gotta add up, what in the world did I buy for the company? Did I buy enough major stuff to tax write-off, to tell you the truth? What the freak did I buy at the end of the day? No, we didn't really buy anything. I'm not putting ink down as a tax write-off. That's just kind of petty. For me, I'm not doing that. For what? It's like $60. Now, if it was something major where I had to spend the money for a real serious expensive computer or a server or something like that, oh, yeah, I'm definitely paying for that. That's definitely going to be a tax write-off. Forgot about that. Definitely doing that one. Let me see. Yeah, this one here. This is the out of stock. I was looking for that one. I'm definitely doing that because I definitely want my money back on that. That was a lot of money. DBAs allow you to get your money back on your tax write-off. You can write off a DBA. Let me see. Let's go with this right here. All right. There we go. That's better. That's back to normal. All right. I left it that way. I'll leave these. Okay. These are okay. The ribbon. Don't want to change the ribbon. Where's the ribbon at? Custom text on the ribbon. I'm going to change it back to where that was. Oh yeah, last night he ranted. Oh, he ranted. He told you he was crying. You heard the notifications going off on my phone? Oh, he was crying. He was crying so much. And on the on our site, he goes there and he puts multiple fake accounts and just cries. That's all he does. Oh, too late for that. You can cry some more. Don't worry about that. There we go. That's all finished and done. Now, if Wix does decide to go forth and do what they need to do, that's good. No, they don't. We just sue them. That's all to it. It doesn't make a difference. Like, well, you can't sell. We don't care. I own my domain names. Every last one of them. I paid for them. So I can take my domain names anywhere I want. Anywhere that name goes and lands, it makes money. So I really don't care about that. I don't need Wix to make money. Wix is just a platform. It's my domain name that makes the money. So I can go to GoDaddy if I want, set up over there, get me a VIP server over there and set up. I'm good. I'm good. It's a domain name that makes some money, not all this. We can do the same setup over there, probably even more advanced over there, because GoDaddy do got some nice perks over there and set up right over there. Because I own the right to my domain name, so I can take it and leave anytime I want to. And we made that crystal clear to them. We got 3 websites that run through you guys. At the end of the day, I can just basically pull my website because I own my domain names, and we can set up at GoDaddy, which they will have no problem with our money. So what I was showing you here, and I forgot to show you, we don't have to, and I told you, I don't have to work that hard. I don't need a lot of money at the end of the day. I really don't. I make enough money to be able to be a little happy. So I saved enough money. Actually, I got some money saved in my accounts right now, so I'm looking for a place. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want. A couple places I liked, a couple places I didn't like. But anyway, this, not a lot of money. It's only about $6,000. It's 2 months of work right there. Guess how many items I had to sell to make that? 31. That's it. 31 containers of paint to make that. That's it. 31. Now imagine within some of the contracts, once we get, we're working on getting our safety material data sheets. They're talking about a demand of way over 31. Demand over a couple thousand per day. This isn't a 2 months process. They're talking about in a day. And these are the ones that sell that average at 212 on our website. This is my PayPal sales insight. So consider the fact that if I work a slow day where I only want to do maybe, most likely for me, I just want to do probably about 2 orders a day. I'm happy. I don't really got to work. See the joy of all that? I don't got to work that hard. 2 containers and I'm done. I don't have to do any work for the whole day and just sit outside and just stare at a wall if I choose to. I'm done. So all I have to do is make 31 sales in 2 months and I make about $6,000. That's it. That's it. Now imagine if I push myself and I get a storefront and I go into the main line and I do about 500 orders in a day. Get myself a nice little warehouse, get myself a nice little crew to help me work everything through to get the job done. Because I got an EI number, I can hire employees if I choose to. That's 500 orders a day. I make double the amount, probably 3 times the amount of that with no problem. So 4 times or 5 times the amount with no problem. Imagine if I do anywhere to 1,000 a day, 2,000 a day. The machinery to be able to run the company and all that other good stuff. Yeah, that's literally, in mind, that's on sale. That's the product we have on sale. That's not my big boy products. The products are coming at around, we have products that come in around 600, 500, 300. These are for the items that we sell under, these are just the items that we sell under the 212 would be, what's the 212s would be? 212s would be, at that particular time, would be the 24 ounces. Now, keep in mind, my product right now is more advanced than the certified screens because we can back it up. I can go to any form sites and back myself up. So a person that's going to go out and spend $5,000 for a projection screen would get a more advanced and better screen from us for around $500. And if I sold my product for $800, they would still buy it because I can show at the end of the day that I can beat and blow out these screens with no problem whatsoever. Yeah, but I sell mine at the bare minimum. I don't sell for a lot of money, and big companies will put people who have this kind of money, these deep pockets, will come in and spend it. Now, what's the difference between some of these high-end gunmetal screens and some of that gray screen paint? Gunmetals will blow them out of the water with no problem because, like I said, it's a more advanced screen. That's why you don't see any demonstrations of them showing them knocking off 9 certified screens in fully lit environments and doing projector swap outs, because they have to use certain projectors to make their products look good, and they have to be in a certain environment to make the image pull up. We don't have that issue. So that jumps our patent value. When you can knock out expensive certified screens, your value of your product jumps to the roof. Yeah, so that's pretty much for my numbers. These are what I have. This is my PayPal Insight right there. This is for the last 60 days, showing what I made for the last 60 days. That's why I laugh when I hear you say that I got 15 orders. That's not a lot of money. That's 31. I make that off 31. That's it. And that's my comfort zone right there, because that means I don't have to work a lot. I get about 10 orders. I make serious money out of 10 orders. I have to make more orders, get them processed, get them out the door. But 2 orders a day, that's all I need. That's it. Because my account's in such good outstanding with PayPal Capital, and I've been with them for quite some time, I'm eligible for loans. These are my loans I borrowed from PayPal. This is where I can go to a bank and show them that, look, I borrowed $51,500 from PayPal. All loans are completed. This is my new one I just got. This is all I asked for. I only needed about $3,500 for something that I needed. They gave it right to me. I can't show you that these are customers' orders. We don't show those to anybody. Now, my product is not available overseas. But if we do make it overseas, how much money we can make off one day overseas? So this right here is my sales reports. Right here, that $600 is what I made over one order in Israel. That's one order for $600. My product's worth its weight in gold. People are willing to spend a lot more than that for my technology because it works. If I was such a huge scammer at the end of the day, I would have been shut down by now. I've been with PayPal over 10 years with their company. So I can go in and show you this stuff easy. My company is licensed and legit. And mind you, this is the company under the, not Crystal Edge, this is the company under Black Series. It's only been running for 2 months. We opened it November the 2nd. Yeah, it's 2 months. That's 2 months worth of progress. So that's what I made for my company. And the 2 months that I had it, that's $6,000 something, that's what I made from 31 orders. That's it. And I got companies that want to contract my technology for anywhere from thousands and thousands of orders a day. Whew, that's more than I need, to tell you the truth, honestly. Some people will be looking forward to that. No, I'm happy. My life is good. And right now, I'm just sitting here waiting to get my place, and my accounts are accumulating cash. I wouldn't tell you exactly how much I have in my banking account right now, but it's quite a lot. Where am I going to spend it at? To tell you the truth. Help my people out over here, whatever they need, and the rest of them just saving up to get whatever I need to get. This keeps up and just going to buy a house. To tell you the truth, honestly, I'm thinking of just buying a house. Let's see. But I got plenty of time. Till then, finish this up, get this done. Yeah, and this is the funny part about it all. All that campaigning, you guys wasted all your time trying to slander my product, trying to slander my work. I told you that the Lord blesses me regardless. My company is legit. And number one, the Lord can't bless the wicked at the end of the day. If my products were doing all the things that you claimed they were doing, then the Lord couldn't bless my hand. I made that money while I was in this spot right here. In this spot. Right here. This little area. That's what my company made in this little spot. I'm just doing 31 orders. That's it. I think January will reach for maybe, I don't know, 31. I don't really want to do. I like 31. 31's comfortable. It's really comfortable. 31, I can do 2 orders in one day and I'm done. wrap them up, get them out the door, and I'm finished. We get some orders are coming. Like I said, guy put an order in like $600. Done. That's it. I gotta work for the rest of the day. I'm done. Go outside, get myself a sandwich. Matter of fact, I'm going to the museum today. They got a nice museum down there. That's what I'm doing today. I got 3 orders that came in today. That's all I'm doing. Get them finished, get them processed, get them out the door, get the people's tracking numbers activated, and then I'm gonna go to the museum. I have not been to the museum. Oh, I'll show. I'm gonna fucking take camera. I can take cameras in the museum. I'm gonna check out their museum. They got a nice museum down here. All right, all this is set up. This is good to go. And the reason why, gentlemen, people buy my products, even after you do all that slandering, telling people not to buy, because I have a test page. I can back my products up, and my company is licensed and legit. Yours is not. Heck, you don't even pay taxes. Let me see. We're good here, right? Yes, we can save it. Let me see. Let me go and refresh you. See what's going on with you. Yeah, reload. We can do it again. That's the autosave kicked in. Okay, all that negative campaigning to try to slander my work when I can back my products up. My customers at the end of the day know my product work and they trust my work. That's why I can show you my sales results right there from the door. Because they trust and they know my work. They know the hard work that I put in, the time that I put in, how many companies I've beaten, how many companies I've challenged. They know my time. They know my track record. So you guys can talk that nonsense all day long. Nobody will buy from you. They buy from me. Let me see. This is all good. Okay, this is done. That's finished. Those are our official logos now. That's the logo I told you we couldn't show you off the logo because it wasn't being copyrighted. So that's the official logo. Boy, you guys must feel like idiots running around the dummy logos, right? Yeah, those are dummy logos. They're just there basically to fill in the blanks. That's the real logo right there. Go play with if you want. Already got, or matter of fact, yeah, go play with you want. I don't mind taking the court again. I'm going to enjoy this. I love to hear that. But. I always hear that in court. Why do they try to explain it? So evidence is right there and they try to get around that nonsense. That is not going to help you in court. Oh, man. Now, I do know in small claims court, if you lose, you don't pay the court costs. I do know in civil court, you do pay the court costs. You do pay that, I know for a fact. My attorneys are very expensive, so I don't know if you have any money left over to pay them off, but you're going to have to pay something at the end of the day. Let me see. This is finished. This is done. Gee, I couldn't ask for anything else. That was the best gift ever. Right there. With the evidence caught right in his hand, red-handed. Okay, let me see. He's at the black shop over there. Let's see. All that went in. All right, yeah, it's saved. All save kicked in. Very cool. All save kicked in. That's correct. All right, that's done. Alpha shop. Alpha shop. Alpha shop. These are supposed to be changed out for the new one. This is the shopping cart for this alpha unit. All right, we got to change it out. These are coming out. We want the new ones in there. We got to change out the image. That should have been done a long time ago. Boy, I've never seen anybody, I swear, so stupid in my entire life. Literally thought because we weren't using the logo anymore that they could touch it. Oh man, I can't wait to hear what they say in court. I can imagine. So don't try to use that whole scammer. That doesn't work. It's called hearsay in court unless you don't have evidence. It'll shut you down in a minute for that one. So don't do that one. That's going to get you hurt at the end of the day. It's going to do more damage to you. Gotta have evidence. It's considered to be hearsay if you don't have it. Your lawyers will advise you what to say and what not to say when you get there. So you can't use that. That's called hearsay. You have to have evidence showing it actually happened or proof that we're doing so and so and so. I'll take this one like these. That smoke. Yeah, that's better. I like that smoke better. And sometimes we'll have both parties approach the bench, if they want to talk to the judge personally, you know what I mean, and try to resolve the issue. Maybe they can take it into some kind of arbitration or closed quarters where they can basically discuss this. And we're not doing that. We're not doing that at all, period. We're not doing any plea bargains. Plea bargains are off the table. I'm surprised as old as this guy is that he didn't figure that out, that you can't use people's material even if they're not used anymore. Even if the artist has died, and you've seen this happen, like someone be playing a little jingle, and you're like, wait a minute, what the heck? That sounds a little familiar. That sounds like, oh shoot, that's my music at the end of the day. Yeah, plenty of people get pulled into court, artists and all kinds of commercials, all that stuff. They get pulled in court and they get sued for millions of dollars because some of them think no one's going to really notice it, or the artist has been dead for so long, but the copyright's still there. And a lot of people get sued for stuff like that, and they got to pay up. They don't have a choice. And that's the situation you got yourself into. Now, of course, your lawyer's going to probably sit there and say that you don't have the money and you can't afford to pay, but you know the consequences already. And we have it right there. Your message that you sent to us. I'm the artist. I'm the one you're talking directly to, because they're going to say, who was he directing? He was directing the artist. I'm the guy who filed the copyright. He was talking directly to me. And that's you. That's on your page. That shows you directly talking to me, having this conversation. Me and you're both having this conversation back and forth. And you're telling me at the end of the day that that logo that you're displaying on Wix site is your logo now. You can touch it. It's an old logo. And in between that, there's an insult and call my company a scammer and everything else. You're done. You have to explain that in court, what that was all about. And if you can't, well, you're just going to lose to a lot of money. And that's my lawsuit. Mind you, keep in mind, let's not get this mixed up. The FBI and the government, because we filed it through them, had to launch their own investigation also too. Ours is just a lawsuit end of it. Theirs is a different story. Ours doesn't involve any jail time. Ours involves lawsuit for money. Theirs is different. Theirs involves a fine and jail time, depending on how many times you used the logo and how many times you basically displayed it without a permission. And we counted 3 times. That's what you got to worry about. I don't know what's worse, figuring out that you're going to get audited for tax evasion because you haven't paid any of your taxes, or the fact that you're going to be in trouble with the U.S. government for basically for touching someone's copyrights. Oh, this is that's a nice one too. Kind of like that infinity star look to it. That looks pretty nice. We need to have everything has to match. I do like that one. That looks pretty hot right there. These are the official logos right there. Now, if he's on YouTube running his mouth talking about, oh, they can't do anything to me. Oh, yes, we can. Don't ever get that in YouTube. We can. Yes, we can. Very, very much so. That's why I would tell you people at the end of the day, get your stuff. It costs a little bit, but it's worth it. Get your stuff filed. Now, if we had that poor man copyright where I wrote something in the mail, mailed it to myself, he could literally get away with it. There's nothing I could do to him at all. I couldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole. Court won't honor that. That document? Oh, yeah. They'll definitely honor this one. This is what we had to send over to Wix because Wix requested it from us. They wanted to make sure that the evidence we had against them, so we were showing the pictures, the remote control access to my phone to get the pictures off my phone, and take them over there to expedite them to the back office so they can look over the pictures. And they did request this document right here showing that I do have an actual registered copyright. And there's my vindication number. That's a little number you get right there. See that number right there? That's the number you get right there. That's your registration number. See where it says right here? Registration number to date. This is our other one under our other company. Registration number. Right there. That's our Black Series. And that means that they went in, did their search. They have to do a search first to see if anybody else comes up with that name or anything. If someone comes up with it, they'll send you back a document saying, hey, look, you got to find something else. We can't use this. Somebody owns the right to this. To come back and nobody else owns it, it becomes yours. So if someone types down my name, they want to try to use my name, and they try to copyright it, they're going to go through their search. You're going to find it's already on record. They're going to deny them. They have to choose something else. Now, you can also take someone to court if, in mind, this happened to us. Literally, someone tried to take us to court for this. If you make a name that's similar to the product or whatever that person is selling, you can be taken to court for that, because they can say that basically that's conflicting with their entitlement of the name that they have. I literally went through this with Black Diamond. This actually really happened. I had a company called Silver Diamond, and Black Diamond contacted us and said, no, the lawyer no, you got to remove that. You can't have that there, because even though they don't own the rights to Silver Diamond, it conflicts with their title. That's why it had to be removed. So that site completely, it wasn't a site, it was a Facebook fan page, had to be removed because of that. Now, from learning from that experience, I know now from talking to this attorney, because not only wasn't mad at this attorney, he's just doing his job. But I got a chance to talk to this guy, and this guy was a real nice dude at the end of the day. This is Black Diamond's attorney. Gave me some information, some things I need to know, stuff like that. And, really cool guy at the end of the day. He's just doing his job. Can't be mad at him. He just did his job, what he was ordered to do. But got a chance to find out some interesting things from him. And he said, yeah, if someone basically designs something and it's next to your name and it can cause a conflict of the title, you can go and you can have it removed, or you can sue them. Which now we got to find out how many people under Black Series Edition, which we saw a couple companies. There's one called Black Series Camping. We can literally go after them if we basically can. I don't have to think about that, how we can go after them or not. But then again, I really don't want to do that in the day. I mean, I don't really feel happy about that one right there, because I don't consider it to be a conflict with their company, because again, no one's not mistaking me for camping equipment. And I couldn't imagine someone taking all the time and the work and the effort to make their company and label it. And that's a lot of work. There's on the business cards, it's on the letterheads, it's on the storefront, or somebody coming and say, oh, you got to remove that because it comes too close to my company's name. I can't do that. That's just wrong. I wouldn't want anybody to do it to me. But if somebody's deliberately doing that to just slander our company, yeah, then I will come after you. But that doesn't conflict with me at all, period. Because I've never had anybody contact me and say, hey, you Black Series camper? Like, no. You can clearly see the two are different. They sell camping equipment. We sell projection screen equipment. With projection screen, well, pretty soon equipment, yeah, because I'm actually looking at, since I've applied for all my licenses and everything, and I do plan to go to a few auctions and stuff like that. I can also, too, have a business tax identification wholesale license. I can also get some of these projectors for a very good, reasonable price. And with that being said, I can sell package deals, which I'm thinking about doing. I haven't decided on that yet. Let me see if there's anything else we need to do in here. That's all switched over. Did we get that? We got everything over on the page. You see, all these are done. This is all finished out. All right, so this right here, we got to add something in there. I'll write something in there later. Just want to change out those players real quick on that. I'm definitely doing package deals, because the jacked up thing about it is people go out and buy a projector and read about all their little bells and whistles and really think they're going to get home and they're going to be to use that projector the same way it looks on the expensive screen they're probably using in the showroom, and that's not going to happen. So I'm going to set up a projector. People always ask me all the time, first time buying a projector, We always advise them where to buy a nice projector from, what screen paint's going to work with it. So why not just do it all in one? Have a package here with a projector that's going to work well for the customer, which you're not going to need a very expensive projector to do so, because the screen does all the work, which is fantastic. And yeah, we can just pick up something really nice for them. I bet you $100 our 720p models sell faster than our 1080p and 4Ks, because we're going to have it set up where you can see them all lined up to see how they're all going to be displaying. You can choose to yourself which one you want to use. Guarantee our 720p sell faster than the 4Ks. That'd be a nice track record to have, that our screens are that good that people buy the 720ps before they buy the 1080ps or 4K projectors, because our screens look that incredible. I get that all the time when I'm talking to customers and they talk about that 720p setup on a 150-inch screen in that fully lit environment, and they think it's a 1080p, and we go, no, that's a 720p $60 projector, at that old projector at that. Gotta be kidding me. Really? Yeah. Let me see. This is finished. We'll save this right here. This is done. I'm about to go play some St. Rose in a few minutes. Look at the new one. And I'm just about near the end of that game. Really like this. Really good game. I like it. All right. And got the players all right. They're ready to go. For this one, I'm going to go into my... Did I publish that before I came in here? It should be published. This right here. Is this published? There we go. Let's go to our demo page. Are we clean here? Let's refresh. There we go. That's our test page. Let's go to our home page. There we go. Put the infinity space look to it. There's our logos right there. Our new looking logos with the big copyright C on them. Woohoo! Our official LLC. Yeah, if your business is considered to be a legit and registered business, you need the LLC on it. There you go. Right there, right there. New company number. How come you guys don't have a company number? You do know Wix gives those out, right? Now you actually, it's like $50 a month for to get the company number. How come you don't have a number where people can contact y'all? I'm pretty sure you probably don't want people contacting y'all, you know, since your products are matching house paint. So, all right, yeah, it's all good. That's all good. Front page is looking sweet. Got the black shot right here. It's a new one right there. It's all done right there. Shipping information page. Boom. We updated all this. Nice little smoke in the background. I like that. I love this page. We show this off all the time. People look at this and the first thing they go is, wow, there's a whole lot of stuff going on in this page. Go to our About Us. I always try to do something different outside the box. We dedicate our page to our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. It makes all things possible. Got a little music player down in case you want to listen to some music in there. No classic music. Contact us. I love this right here. This is pretty cool looking, eh? Got a little information all down there. Go over to our demo page, which a lot of people hit this. We can go in and we can check and see what parts of the pages are being hit the most. Demo and test page could hit the most. Because people want to go and see all our demonstrations. We got paint on demonstrations in here too. Those have been asking us how to paint the screens. We have those demonstrations right here in the demo page, where you can come and see 720p versus 1080p, 1000 lumens versus 5000 lumens. Real ambient light rejection technology with screens sitting right next to windows on $150 projectors. Yeah, 3D mapping applications, our 3D app, floor mapping. This is the one they're talking about. This is a $60 projector. We use 720p for a 120-inch screen, and we can do that in a fully lit environment. You see plenty of light, boom, 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 boom. Got to have that light. AdTech window technology. We're thinking about giving that its own website. Literally, it might get its own website. I'm building me another site just for that. All right, there's more demonstrations on 1000 lumens. We get this all the time. 1000 lumens, yeah, 1000. Mind you, there's screen paints that there are 2200 and up and lumens and up. We do it at 1000 with the screen in the doorway. Boom, 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 boom. All right, there. 235.1 applications. For those of you who want to do 235.1 applications. Ambient light rejection gain technology. Oh, boom, 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 boom. In the windows, boom, 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 boom. Outside demonstrations. Ooh, did we upload the giant massive grid? Where's my giant grid? Oh, here we go, the grid. Outside demonstrations. This is our distributor company coming soon. These are customer demonstrations. Oh, there is the 2.0. That's a 2.0. 3-hour test demonstration on that product. Yeah, we still haven't seen a gray screen paint yet match that. 3-hour test demonstrations, and that did network gray 773. It did the slip silver, and what else did it do? Slip silver, network gray 773, and some other gray paint. I can't remember what it was. I'll remember what it is later on. But anyway, just other great screen paints. We did 8 certified screens on technology, and look at the environment tint. Yeah, no dark environments for us. Customer demonstrations, picture slideshows, customer video demonstrations, testimony with a church with a gigantic 1,000 giant screen. Booyah. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's John T. That's John T. Whenever, thank you, John T. out there. If you're out there, thank you so much. That's the customer who didn't like the way Jamie did his demonstration when he claimed that the 2.0 came up so dark you can't see it. I'll be following that today, by the way, when I go to City Hall for small claims court. You'll be paying $10,000 to the charity of my choice. Customer demonstrations here, customer demonstrations here. This is our what? Our gunmetal technology. Displaying it. Do you see the lighting that screen is sitting in right there? Gee whiz, and you guys are constantly in the dark all the time. What is the deal? Well lit, well lit, well lit. Oh. I could put that as a challenge right now, and you guys couldn't even back it. Look at that. Look how clean that screen is coming up and all that light. Oh, shoot. I forget. I get excited about this stuff right here. Ambient light rejection technology, baby. This is why we are the experts in that field. Never claim yourself to be an expert in ambient light rejection next to us. Look at this. Test demonstration. These are my test demonstrations on black and white tests right here. Right there, boom, boom, boom. More tests right here. Fully lit environments. Most outside demonstrations on YouTube. That should be on and off YouTube. This is the massive giant grid that has all our test demonstrations, outdoor demonstrations on every level you can possibly think of. We have conquered it. Where are you guys? Where are y'all demonstrations at? I don't have any outside motorized projection screens, outside motorized projection screen, Optima GT 5500 outside on a 140-inch screen, inflatable screens outside in snow, dual 150-inch screens, outside screens at 150 inches, dual 150 inches, 120-inch screens. Oh my goodness. I can choose one picture and I can blow all your products out with one picture. That one picture right there will level anyone's demonstration. I can make that a challenge right away. You know, that demonstration was done at 4 o'clock in the evening on a 720p projector that cost me $180 from eBay. This is why I laugh when we get people who send us pictures of them on these 4K laser projectors stuck in the dark. Like, look at my picture. No. This is a 150-inch screen outside. There's no doors and roofs and windows or anything protecting that screen. Look how beautiful and bright and vivid the colors are. That's what that technology is designed to do. So the customer doesn't have to spend all this expensive money on companies that tell you that you have to buy these particular projectors in order to get the images to pop in the car. Blah, 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 blah. No, you don't. Do 150 inches. Let's see, while you guys spent your time there hating on my work, I utilize this backyard as much as possible. So I have all these technology, all myself on display. Look at that. This is another reason why I had to get the license for the permit, because we're going to do setups like that on inflatables outside. So you imagine this technology I have here that I really couldn't get out there. Can you imagine seeing this at a park on a big display? This is why we got to have consent forms. So that way, if we have some people who do not want to be seen on camera, we can actually edit them out. Actually, I'm going to be hiring somebody to do some editing work for me. So anytime we do those particular videos where we have to be out and about and people get picked up on the recording, we get the consent form. If they don't want to do the consent form, we can actually opt them out of the video. Oh, this is the big grid. This is another one. This is over 1,000 picture demonstration. This is the inflatable screen. Yeah, too easy. All that hard work. Do you have any idea how much hard work it took to set one of these screens up? I literally had some of them had to build the frames into the deck and install them in. Other ones we had to hang from the side of the deck. And we had to basically anchor them into the ground. There are so many different ways I had to build this stuff to put it together for demonstrations. This is why when I came on camera, covered in sawdust, covered in dirt, because I was working. And while you guys sat back there and did nothing with your time but ridicule me, I was building my platform. Now, while I sat in here in this area and you guys sat back there still trying to ridicule me, I got my companies all licensed and all locked in while your companies are not. Some of you at the end of the day are going to have to answer to Uncle Sam because you have not paid taxes. Oh, let's look at the, I'd like to show this one. People ask, is your product ambient rejection? Well, let's see. Yeah, it is. Oh, okay. Let's come out of the giant grid. We got the pictures in here. Oh, the 250 is a massive, giant 250-inch screen. Oh, these are demonstrations on why you don't use gray screen paint products, because they are trash. And some of these products, screen paints we've actually purchased from people. They don't work at all, period. Can you look how much picture quality you're losing? That's why you can't be in that fully lit environment with the gray screen paint, because it can't pick up and it can't see the screen. See? Let me move it a little bit down a little bit. Oh, there we go. See it right there? See your picture quality you're losing? You can't see contrast with a gray screen. I don't know why some people believe that, but no, it's not going to happen. You can't see it. It won't pick up. You see how much picture quality you lost on your gray screen paint products. I'm going to do one of these right here for a display for outside. That's what we want to permit. We're going to do the screen. We're going to do splatter screens outside. So we're going to show up these really high-end projectors, high-power projectors, and low-end projectors. We're going to do these demonstrations outside to show you why a gray and white screen are obsolete and our technology is far more advanced, how you're missing the picture. Oh, these are nice ones, too. These are good ones. I'm going to take some more of these. I'm going to do a couple more of these. Oh, yeah, that was the multi-level oh, yeah, I forgot. Our demonstrations are unmatched. 3 projection screen setups is 3 projectors running off the screen at the same time in a fully lit environment. And we never see anybody matching our work. Nobody. 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 All right, I'm going to come out of here. Oh man, this was so much fun. Outdoor screens. I'm gonna have to get a bigger screen for the inflatable. We're only doing it for outside. And I gotta pick up a Delta 1300. That is a battery generator. My buddy's gonna basically use his truck and he's basically gonna set everything up in the park. And of course, I'm licensed, so I got my permits all lined up and ready to go. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have an old school gaming party. So we're going to give out prizes and stuff like that. People get a chance to game on this massive inflatable screen. Our logo is going to pop up with our company's information. Pass out business cards, pass out flyers and information. Go straight to the website to get information from. And they get a chance to game on that technology we're going to have out there. We're going to hook up a RetroPie system out there so they can go out there and we can do gaming. Have a couple gaming competitions. We'll give out some free stuff like a free popcorn machine or something like that. then we're going to have, my people are going to have a big barbecue out there, and we're going to have a screen set up out there. And of course, people see a screen set up like that. The first thing they're going to ask is, where did we get it from? How much was it? So and so and so. There you go. See, that's how you advertise. Now, the storefront, I got 4 storefront properties up here that allow me to be able to rent out their glass to apply to set up the ad tech technology, or glass tech, ad tech, whatever we're going to call it at the time. Not ready for that yet. Anyway, but that's what we're going to be setting up for. Interesting, one of the companies, as I said before, I took a picture. They have storefront advertising that you can actually get the store, and we show them up the ad tech. So he was kind of curious what it was. After they saw it, they were saying, can we acquire that same technology to advertise our spaces? Because like I said, instead of them just putting this thing up in the window that says, hey, you can advertise here, they can literally record the inside or do a little virtual tour of their environments and put that right through the glass with that technology. Restaurants, you can sit up there, you can put your entire menu, if you want to, how you cook your food, right there through the glass. You've got a gym, you can show your workouts right through the glass. You've arcade and you have doing video games or comic books or whatever, you can put whatever you want to advertise right through that glass. Oh, customers. Oh, right. That's the blacklist. We all know it's in there. We're not going in there. We're done with the blacklist today. Let's see. This is the page that's coming soon. This is Black Edge. This is just giving you up the information so you can connect your other website right there. This is a landing page. That's the exotic company right there we're building for our community. Ooh, what's that right there? Ooh, 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 ooh. And we're going back to over here. We're back on the other website now. We left that website. We're on the other one now. Let's see. Test demonstrations, links. I got to do some with links too. We haven't done anything with links yet. We got a couple stuff in here for the links. This is Projector Central. I'm definitely going to need that because I told you my projection screen I want to build for under the Alpha 1 is going to be interesting. My screen's going to be 130. It's going to be a weird size. I want something different that nobody else has. So I'm building my own. And the more section. Gee whiz, I don't know how some of you guys have nothing on your websites. This is my showroom section. I love this section right here. This shows all the show. I love one thing I love about the showrooms, and I'm starting here. I love the showrooms. You understand? The showrooms are beautiful. Sometimes we'll uplink the showroom and send it to a customer because that has videos in it, has picture slideshows, a lot of cool stuff going on. So imagine you want to inquire about the paint, and then boom, you get this giant showroom thrown at you with all this cool stuff going on. That's what I love about the showrooms. Showrooms are funky. I love the showrooms. These also have these links to the shopping carts. Let's see, the complete cinema showcase. See how it has this interactive, how cool, how the pages look. That's what I'm talking about, thinking outside the box. And right here, you can click on here and go right to the product and buy the product right there. Let's go over to, let me see, more page. Ooh, gunmetal, Silver Patriot. That's what we're coming soon too. Here's the Silver Patriot. I love this page. Wanted something different. So, you know, when the customer wants to know, like, hey, can you send me a link to the item? Not only send you a link to the item, we send you an entire showroom right there to your phone, computer, whatever, where you can look at a beautiful background and displays, and just a wonderful, amazing experience with our technology. Just shows you how much we put time into our products, but not only how much time we put into our website. Videos will be coming soon for that. Definitely need to have it up and going for the 4th of July comes up. The Alpha, Black Alpha, the limited edition. Boom, boom, boom. I love this page. Swear, I know I said about all of them, but I do love these pages. When the lights coming over top, look at it. Oh, that's beautiful. This one has, we send this one a lot. Here we go. There you can order right from there. As you can place an order right there in the link. This is one to change of the players. Come demonstrations coming soon. The video page right there. It's gonna be for our gallery. This is all pages already set up already, so when we get ready, we can put all this in. There is the ambient rejection. This is a level 2 or a level 3. It's a level 3 ambient rejection. New game technology for that. So you can see what the R stands for. These things, as I said before, are rare. You got one, you're lucky. If you don't, you'll get it sooner or later if you want it. It depends on if you can get one. You only make 10 of these in the entire world, and that will stand to the day I pass off this earth. If somebody changes it, that's how I want it. Only 10 of these are made in the entire world. There's 3 of them. There's actually a cinema version, there's a gamer version, and then there's the Alpha 1, which is the dark. It is the flagship of all of them. Yeah, only 10 made in the entire world. And if it says right there, which I have to put something else in there too, I forgot to add it in there. If you try to place an order for a second one, that money will return automatically to your account. If you try it another, third time attempt again, all your money will be transferred back to your account. Your order will be voided right from the door. And you can't order for the entire month. Very strict on these policies. So, interesting. I was still going to build my gaming PC, which I'm definitely going to do. But I was looking at the PS5s. I'm taking mine apart. I've stripped gaming systems before. Nothing. Just had to watch a tear down how to take the whole thing apart. Why? Because I found out that motherboard has the ability to put a liquid cooling system in it, because they were smart enough to put in 4 holes near the CPU, which allows you to be able to, of course, we got to lift up all the other junk they got. I like the paste they put on it. I do like the thermal paste they put on it, so I'm definitely going to be stripping that off of it. But anyway, there's 4 holes that they have there that will allow you to actually put a liquid cooling system in there for that, or a copper block, liquid cooling copper block. And that's what I'm doing, liquid cooling mine. I'm definitely taking mine out of the case. Definitely taking out of the case. I don't want it in that dinky case. I'm going to put it probably in, that's my opinion. I'm going to call it dinky. Everybody else might like it, but I don't want mine in the case. I'm putting mine in a V21. I like the V21 micro case. That's what I'm sticking mine in. Putting my liquid cooling system in it, and I'm just going to wire it all in and be done. That's it. Definitely want to put a couple, maybe about a couple 120s, maybe about 120s. We're going to need 140s. A couple nice 120s in there. Put a fan controller in there, and then probably up the hard drive space on it. I found out you can't put, you probably can, I wonder if you can put 8 terabytes in there. Probably 4. Probably 4 you could probably put in there. But external, you probably can put in 8, like a backup system. Because I need that so I can put in the radiator system installing it. I'm going to at least have probably about, it's going to be big. I'm probably going to do about 3 140s. And I have to up the RPMs on each one. And I have to get a fan speed up the RPMs so we can cool it even faster, which all that's not necessary, but why not? It's an easy tear down. It's not hard to do. I had a Xbox 360. I dropped that entire thing on the vegetable and ran it with no problem whatsoever to see if it can be done. Now I'm doing the digital. I'm not doing the drive. What would be the point? I don't even buy games. At the end of the day, I just download everything. So we don't need all that. But I do not want that case. I don't like it. Let me see if that came in nicely. This is what Partey tried to copy. This right here. He got it all wrong. These are new video player. So these are new videos he plays. He put in the bigger or wider ones. Oh yeah, there's our prices right there. So if you wonder how much they cost, yeah, an Alpha 1, which is the blackest one, costs $647. The Gamer is $563, and the Cinema is $473. If you can obtain one. How many pages did we build in this section? Let me see. Gee whiz. I still can't figure out how no one has any information on their products. Gunmetal silver, this is ad tech technology. This is probably going to get its own website. The reason why is because why it's in the more page, there's no other area for this page to actually be able to stand alone by itself. It literally needs its own website by itself. So chances are this is going to go missing, and I'm going to build me another website just for it. I guess that's 4 websites. But I'm not doing this one under Wix. I'm doing this one under GoDaddy. The reason why is because any website we build from now on will be under GoDaddy. Just in case if we get to the point where, bottom line, if they don't follow the guidelines and don't do what they're supposed to do, we have to file a lawsuit. And so, well, I'm done. I'm going to go play some St. Rose right now, and I got to be to City Hall at 9 o'clock. Got to go. Thank you all, and God bless.